Hello folks, we're back again. Betzalel here in Jerusalem, the eternal capital of Israel. A city like any other and unlike any other. We're home. The Jewish people are home. And that implies a tremendous responsibility. And the day is right around the corner when evil will be wiped away and good will prevail. And everybody will look at each other see the true greatness within them. And all of the nations will see the greatness of the Jews, and the Jews will see the greatness of all of the nations. And the knowledge of God will fill the worlds as the waters covers the sea. We continue reading the words of Rabbi Gershon Isbitz Radzin, the great master of the Spirit, great master of Torah, a godly man, and a man of the world simultaneously. This is the second chapter of the introduction. The requirement of knowledge only applies to that which can be used for the service of God. All knowledge that does not give rise to the service of God falls in the category of do not seek that which is too wondrous for you. It is written in the Zohar, what kind of wisdom does man need? One kind of wisdom that man needs is the wisdom and the knowledge to be able to look into the mystery of his master, God. One kind of wisdom man needs is in order to know himself, to know who he is, to know how he was created, why he was created, from where he came and where he is going to, the nature of the rectification of his soul, the nature of the rectification of his body, and how in the future, and how man needs the wisdom to know that in the future you have to stand in judgment for the King of all kings. One kind of wisdom that man needs is the ability to know and look into the mystery of the neshama, of the soul. And after this, looking into the supernal secrets, the lofty secrets of the upper worlds, the worlds of spirit and neshama. Man can see all of these secrets in the Torah. Man needs to know his Creator and his Creator's attributes. And we are not reading the Zohar anymore. We're reading the words of the Radziner Rebbe, Zecher Tzadik Lebracha. Just mentioning the name of a righteous master is a blessing. So man needs to know his Creator and his Creator's attributes. All that we are permitted to know is the knowledge that can be used to serve God. When knowledge does not result in the ability to serve God, we call that knowledge too wondrous for us, too wondrous for man to know. This is, as the Gemara says in Tractate Chagigah, do not seek that which is too wondrous for you, and that which is hidden from you do not contemplate. Do not invest in. However, we are permitted to contemplate matters that result in the knowledge of God's existence and His attributes, how He created and arranged the creation down to the last detail, down to the final ends of everything, the tachlis of everything. God created good, God created evil, and gave man the power to choose good and to choose life, where one needs to contemplate the nature of good and how Hashem desires to bestow benevolence upon His creatures. And this is exactly as it is written in the book of Psalms, Tehillim, chapter 89. I said the world is established on kindness. This is the intention of the Creator, and the intention of the Creator in creating the world. I said the world is established on kindness, and this is the basic principle of all that we are permitted to contemplate. God's intention in the very first moment of creation that came forth from His primordial, simple, unfettered will, from the Ein Sof, as primordial as God itself, eternal, no beginning and no end. Out of this came one desire. Amarti olam chesed yibaneh. I said the world is founded on kindness. Chesed. And this came from God with absolutely no awakening from below. There was no creation yet to draw such a creation, such a thought into the world. It was just God's giving. Chesed is about giving. The infinite is just giving. And there was nothing, without no vessel of reception in the creation to receive, and to have that yearning and the desire to receive, what we call an awakening from below, because nothing yet had been created that could cause such an awakening. So again, the requirement of knowledge applies only to that which can be used for the service of God. Now, God gave us knowledge in order to serve Him in all our ways, in all facets of our life. And there is knowledge that does not result in the ability to serve God. That's called too wondrous for us. It's too wondrous. It's beyond the vessels that God gave us. So I bless us all to turn these teachings into prayers and pray with a full heart that we reach the knowledge that God had designated for us, so we can serve God in every way, and that we can have all these kinds of knowledge that the Zohar talked about, in a pure knowledge, and know that the whole purpose of God's creation was chesed, really. Nemarti olam chesed yabeneh. All of the attributes, but it all has to come through chesed. Wisdom without chesed is not going to help the world. Wisdom without kindness could destroy the world. Wisdom has to be enveloped in kindness. And once everybody applies this in their life, then we're going to see the coming of the Messiah and the building of the third temple. And then the whole world is going to see the light. And the knowledge of God will fill the world as the waters covers the sea. Shabbat Shalom.